Shalom, 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 shalom. Here we are again for another weekly visit so that I can, I'll just mute my phone, so that we can talk about prepping in the event of stuff hitting the fan. We want to make sure that we are prepared. We're ready, as ready as possible. Can we be ready for every case um, scenario, every event that takes place? We may not be able to prepare to the degree where we have everything lined up and in place. We can prep, we can prepare, um, and we can try to cover our bases for the most part. And I think that's the best that anybody can do, right? It's best to be prepared somewhat than to be prepared not at all. You can't prepare for every incident, but you can prep and get yourself ready, especially in the event of emergencies. Shalom, shalom, Eve, new beginnings. It's good to see you this morning. I know I'm on kind of early. I'm gonna try to do my circuit today. I'm gonna do the prepping on this channel, and then when I get done here, I'm going to go over to the This Is Me Mary C channel and chat for a little bit. But today I wanted to come on and say, talk to you guys about the crank radio and trying to get ourselves as prepared as possible. Can you be prepared for everything? Probably not. But I'm one of those people that says better safe than sorry. I would rather have more than I need to have in the event of an emergency than to not have anything at all. Okay. I would rather err on the side of making sure that I've got my food situation set up, because in the event that I won't go hungry, hopefully, in the event that something occurs and I have to stay in place, I'm covered with food, water, and other uh, items of need. If I have to stay in place, shelter in place is what they call it. That I'm covered. Okay, um, I'd rather have extra toilet paper on hand than to not have it on hand. Okay, so prepping is, I believe, a smart thing to do. All right, Noah did it, and in the Bible, and so did Joseph. And if the Heavenly Father saw fit to get them ready and to prep them, I think that we should follow suit. Anyhow, so family, crank radios. Why do we need to have a crank radio, right? What's the need for that? So, um, you know what? If you if you don't have a crank radio, I would suggest you get one. Okay, I would suggest you get one. I'm going to take us out to Amazon in a few minutes. I'll share my screen. Hopefully, I can be able to do that. I'll share my screen with you and take you out to Amazon. I was going to little bonus. I'm going to add. I'm going to show you how to get coupons as well. Anyhow, while you're on Amazon. Anyhow, so in the age of the internet, why do we need something like a crank radio? Well, family, in the event that the electricity goes out, all right, what do you do? Let's say the electricity goes out, and you know that there are some events that are occurring outside of your home that could mean um, could be danger to you and your family. Well, how will you know what's going on in the world if the internet is down, the electricity is off? How will you know what's going on? If there's still any type of communication, don't you want to be able to, have access to that communication? I don't know about you, but I do. So that's where a crank radio comes in. Some of them are solar powered. And some of them are just manual where you just take and crank. I'm going to show you what I have. Now, family, I'm laughing because The crank radio that I have is an older crank radio. Okay. This was before they had the solar ones, and this is before they had the connections that you have for like your Apple computer or your. Let me see. I have a cable here. This is before they had need of cables like this, right? So my crank radio is an older one, right? Let me show you what my crank radio looks like. Okay, it's small, portable. All right, small, portable, little radio. It has an area here. Let's see if I can get to it for batteries. I don't have any batteries in it, but it has an area there for batteries. And on the back, it's got the dial for the button for the FM and AM dynamo. I don't know what that means, and then battery. And then on the front, it has the power switch and volume, and then tuning. So you have the tuning button and the power button, one or the other. And then here is the crank, which folds down. So I don't know if you can see it from the side. See, it folds down. If I put it in place where it's supposed to be, it folds down flat so that it's able, you can carry it. See that? So I pulled it up so that I can show you, because I'm a right hand person, although I can use both of my hands. Just out of habit, I do the right hand. And you can hear it as it cranks. And if you watch, you'll see that it'll light up. Okay. When the light, one light is green and the other one's red. But when it's fully charged, that little green light, oh, I passed it up. Let me see if I can get it. That little green light will stay on. But I've wound it up a little bit already. I know that noise is annoying. And I pulled the antenna up already. And I'm going to turn it on.
Stevenson, 3:55 to the drive. 59 minutes now. Tri-State overturned semi, still blocking.
Okay, so you can hear it didn't take much for me to crank it to get it to come on. All right. But I think that every household for survival, you need one of these. You need a crank radio. Now, mine is so old again. I don't, mine doesn't require one of these types of cables, and I'm not going to get into the technical terms of what this is called. Mine doesn't take one of these type of cables. The newfangled ones, that's what they use. All right. Old ones come with, well, this one, my particular one has a old fashioned cable, and it's all tied up because I had it packed away. Okay. So I attached that part of it. And then this part, so it's mine has the old fashioned, really and truly old fashioned cable with the little 3-prong attachment. Okay. So if I were to plug it up to electricity, this is what I'm dealing with. Okay. So this is what I'm carrying. The newer ones, you don't have all of this. Okay. The newer ones don't have a plug that you can plug it into electricity this way. The newer ones, you use the cables that I showed you. You use the cables. So I'm going to take you out now. Like I said, I don't remember exactly when it was that I bought this one. It's old. Okay. It still works. It still works. So will I replace it? Probably not. If my husband sees it and he's the one that does all the replacing of this, that, and the other. Mary C., I'm comfortable with this. I'm okay with this. So long as it works, I will keep it. But Mr. C is the one that goes through and he says, "Oh, I think we need to upgrade this, and we need to upgrade." And I'm like, "Well, does it still work?" "Yeah, but I think we need to upgrade." I'm like, "Okay, fine. If I'm not fighting with you. If you want to upgrade it, you upgrade it." But for the most part, I try to keep up with the older stuff that I have. So long as it works, I'm good with it, right? So that's my crank radio. So let me share my screen with you. I'm gonna have to move my. Give me a second. There we go. So I have enough room on my screen here. I've got 2 windows open. Share my screen. All right. Let's go out to Amazon. And let's look at, I'm going to share some of my, share my screen with you. These are some of the more newfangled um, crank radios that they have out there that's available. Now let me show you. There were a couple of them that you can get. They're like um, fairly inexpensive, like this guy here. And I want you to pay attention. Do you see this green section? If you are not an Amazon person but you have an Amazon account and you shop with Amazon and never really paid any attention to the coupon area, let me show you how that works. So I'm going to select this guy here. It has a $2 coupon. I know that there are some folks that are just not familiar with it. So this is a fair the one of the lower priced crank radios family. All right, this is one of the lower priced ones, and if you can see that there's the attachment that I was telling you about that goes to like the cable that goes to like the phones. So it's a little bit different than mine. So let me show you some of the highlights. Okay, so it looks like you can charge your phone and with this crank radio as well. All right, it's the USB charging. Told you I wasn't into the technical stuff, but the hand crank, it is, and this one also is solar powered. Mine is not. Again, mine is old fashioned, but the ones that they have today are solar powered. And this one also has, not only can you charge your phone, but you also have a flashlight with this one as well. Okay. And so, like I said, it's fairly inexpensive. This is $17 for this particular model. Now, I have added it to my prepping list. So let me say this: I am a Amazon associate, so I do get a few pennies for adding products to my associate list, and this is one of the products that's added to the list. So I will get a few pennies from Amazon for talking about this and adding it to my list. So if you go out and you do shop, I will get, just wanted to let you know, I will get a few pennies from them. And here is the coupon. So if you were going to purchase this, all you'd have to do is click on that little box, and then they would apply the $2 coupon to your order. Now, this is on any of the items that Amazon has that has a coupon. I used Amazon for years, family, and I wasn't aware, never paid attention to that little box that said coupon. And one day someone alerted me to it, and I've been using it ever since. And so anytime I have an opportunity to share it with other people, I do. So and this coupon will show up at your cart when you get ready uh, check out. It will show up at your cart. Okay, when you get ready to check out. So this is one that I have on my list, and I'm going to see if I can, let me stop sharing here. There are more expensive ones that are out there, but that was like, I want to say one of the least expensive ones that's out there. I highly recommend, not necessarily that one, but I highly recommend that you go out and do your research. But I think every household should have a crank radio. You can keep up with your family members. You can keep up with what's going on in the world, possibly. If the electricity goes out, if the and the newfangled ones today have more to it than just communicating with your family. The newer ones, like I said, you can charge your phone and it's solar powered, as well as using the hand crank manual. Um, but I think it's something that we need. When we watched some of those uh, movies, that there were scenarios where the stuff hit the fan. Uh, the folks were needing to find out what was going on in the world. The TV wasn't functioning because of electricity. They couldn't get to the internet. So what was it that they were using? They had to use some type of a radio that did not require electricity, did not require um, the internet. Okay, so that's the way to go. All right. I hope that that was helpful, family. Um, I certainly will. I certainly will. Excuse me. The red one, I will put a link to it in the chat, and I will put it in the comments section. But and also there is a link to the through my Amazon portal. But let me go back out. Where was it at? Here it is. Let me go back out. Do they have these things so that you can actually do a share as opposed to just, it's on my list. I don't see a share button, but I'm going to throw this in here and hopefully it'll take it all. That's straight to that particular one. Again, I'll put it in the description as well. Okay, I'll put it in. So if this doesn't work and you can't go out through this link, I'll put a link in the description as well. All right, thanks so much. And that's for that the red one. There, like I said, you go out and look at them and see what works best for you and the family. Again, I hope that this little video will be helpful to you. I think that it's something that will come in handy. Mine is an FM, AM. Most of them are FM, AM radios. And I think that it is something that will come in handy. What I didn't mention with mine is it does have does have an area for earphones or headphones, a little outlet for headphones as well. And of course, it's got the handy wrist strap. But yeah, I'm happy with my little one. I got it a few years back. It just shows you how old this one is. Again, no solar attached to it, no solar power. You can't charge your phone. There's no flashlight, but that's okay. And then it has all of the heavier stuff to plug it in. So if you really wanted to plug it in, you could plug it in. And it also takes battery. So again, if I show it to Mr. C, he's going to want to upgrade. So we'll see. All right, family. I'm going to let you go on this one here. I'm going to leave here and head over to my other channel and going to just chat a little bit over there. Thanks, Eve New Beginnings, for coming in and spending some time. Hope to see you over it. This is me, Mary C. Shalom, shalom.